Hey guys, how's it going? Stout Man coming back at you today, and today I'm going to be talking about something a little bit different, but something I think you guys might enjoy, might find interesting, because I have recently gotten into reselling. Or some people call it sourcing, some people call it whatever you want. The idea is going to thrift stores, going to various clearance aisles in stores and finding things for a really low price and selling them high. So, or for what you can actually get them for on eBay or Amazon or something like that. The majority of my sales have been on eBay, but I have made a few sales on Amazon. I think I made just one sale on Amazon, merchant fulfilled, which was a pretty big score actually, so I was happy about it. So what I've been doing primarily is going to thrift stores and finding things and just scanning them with my phone. They have the Amazon Seller app here that you can download. Anybody can download and use it for free, and it's a pretty handy dandy little service here. As you can I don't know if you'll be able to make that up. As you can see, all you really have to do in order to scan an item that you see in a thrift store is there's this button right up here, this camera button. You press the camera button and it automatically starts searching, and you don't even have to scan the barcode. You can scan the barcode here, but if you can't find it with the barcode, you can always just scan the actual item itself. So say, I also have this right next to me. Say the barcode here is obscured. You can just scan the front of the book and it'll probably find it on there. I know in this case it actually did find it. I'll actually show you what I mean. I'll go to the camera thing here, put it right in front of the camera, and there it is. Showed up. So it works really quickly, really easily. Zero new and used from $0. Yeah, I got that book for me, so I'm not intending to sell it or anything, but just to give you an idea, a sense of how that works. So the things that I've sold so far include mostly DVDs and stuff. It started with, if you can remember back, the Gate 2 DVD that I found at Goodwill. When I realized that I could make money on that, I got it, I watched it because I'd never seen it before, and then I was like, well, I know this is coming out on Blu-ray, and so the value of the DVD is going to drop precipitously because the Blu-ray is coming out. So I decided to go ahead and sell the DVD before the Blu-ray came out, so that I could make as much money as possible on it. And sure enough, it sold for $26, and I was like, I paid $3 for this DVD and it just sold for $26. I'm making a lot of money on this. So I started searching, doing this kind of stuff, finding things at thrift stores and selling them for a lot more money online. I started searching that on YouTube, and there are a lot of people on YouTube who do this for a living, or even just I was doing it for fun. So sure enough, just by watching all these YouTubers and these YouTube videos, I started to figure out some of the things that they do in order to make a lot of money, or in order to find things that are worth some money. So I used the advice basically that I was getting from these videos in order to get a few things that could help out with my journey of reselling, making a little bit of extra cash on the side, and decided to go ahead and pick up this, which, if you're going to sell anything on Amazon or eBay, you're going to end up shipping it out. In a lot of cases, especially with eBay, you're going to end up shipping it out, and this has finger marks all over it because of me. But all you do here is you turn it on and it'll show a readout. I don't think it wants to show a readout because it's not on a flat surface, but yeah. This particular one has a battery compartment, so you don't even need to plug it in, but it also does come with the plug on the back, and here is the charger cable for that. But this one was like $15 or something like that on Amazon. And so not even that much money to spend on an investment, I guess. When it came to shipping stuff, I just went to the dollar store, and at the dollar store they have these rolls of bubble wrap, which I haven't even used this yet, but I intend to at some point. And then bubble mailers, which are the big one for me because I'm selling a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff. You can get the 2-packs there for $1 at the dollar store, so pretty good stuff. You don't pay that much money, and you're making as much money as possible then on eBay. Now, why am I selling all these DVDs and Blu-rays on eBay instead of Amazon? Because Amazon has restricted pretty much everyone in the goddamn universe from selling DVDs and Blu-rays on their service. The only way you can sell on their service is if you were grandfathered in, or if you actually have proof that you received the specific item that you got from the person that made it. So for instance, I watched this recently, Misery here on Blu-ray from Shout Factory. If I had the receipt direct from Shout Factory, I might be able to sell it on Amazon. If I could prove that I got it directly from the manufacturer and it was brand new, I might be able to sell it on Amazon. But if I don't have that receipt directly from the manufacturer, there's no way that they're going to let me do it. So because of that, I've been selling all my DVDs and Blu-rays that I find and that I want to sell on eBay because it's just easier. You don't have to worry about, finding all the documentation and giving that to Amazon and seeing if they'll let you sell it on their service. You can just sell it on eBay. And it might not sell for as much sometimes, but it'll still sell. If you can still find things that will sell for more than what you're paying for it. And I have found quite a few that have sold for more than what I paid for it. For example, I sold like a brand new Eagles Farewell Tour DVD set for $10 that I had picked up at a thrift store for $3. So, pretty good stuff. Some of the other examples of things that I have found to sell would be this right here. Now, I don't know if it's going to sell yet. Obviously, I still have it. This is an 8-cassette set of a radio show about World War II, and it looked really cool, and it was only $2 at the thrift store, and I was like, I wonder. So I looked it up on Amazon, and sure enough, it goes for like $20 to $30 on average. But even though I could sell it on Amazon, I'm not going to sell it on Amazon because I would want to do like fulfillment by Amazon is what they call it, sending it into Amazon and having them sell it. And something this heavy and bulky and taking as much room as it does, even though it's not a whole lot of room, they would charge enough in storage fees, and it would sit in storage for long enough before it's sold that I just don't even want to bother. I'm just selling it on Amazon, on eBay, because it's just going to be easier to sell it on eBay. If it doesn't sell, I'll just keep putting it on there until it does sell. Simple. Because it's one of those things that's not going to sell very well or very easily, even on eBay, because it's not really something popular or sought after. Although it is kind of a, I would say maybe not totally rare, but a somewhat obscure and old kind of thing that some people might be interested in. Vintage, somebody might call it. I don't think it's really vintage, but it's something that obviously has some value because there are people willing to pay like $20 for it. And I found it for $2. When you can turn $2 into $20, might as well. Even if you have to wait for it. Even if I have to wait like 3 months for it, all I have to do is list it once on eBay, and then if it ends and it doesn't sell, they just have a relist button. You click it, done. And if you want to change the price, you can go into the relisting and change the price in like 5 seconds, and you're done. And there's a great little aspect to the Amazon Seller app, which actually you can use for eBay as well. If you go down into the Amazon Seller app here, and you see up here, you see the bars up here, just press that, and you go to Product Photo Studio, and for whatever reason, it's just way better than actually using the photo program on your phone, because it actually does a really good job of creating an image with like a really white background, so it looks like a professional image for stuff like that. And yeah, I have had a lot of luck using that. And just over the past month or so, I've been doing this reselling thing, and while I initially spent like $100 something just to get started on it, I have pretty much made my money back. So I'm going to keep going with it because I still have a lot of stuff left to sell. I have things that I am planning to send into Amazon FBA because they sell better on Amazon FBA. So I'm going to go ahead and show you those right now. They're all tied up in this bag that I showed you in the video title. There we go. That's how to do it. So there's a thrift store near me called St. Vincent de Paul, and one of the reasons I am enjoying going to them is not just because I found some refrigerator filters there, yes, refrigerator filters that sold for $55 on Amazon, and I got them for $2.50, but also because they have a boatload of VHS for 10 cents a piece, which is, you know, it's not hard to find good prices on VHS anymore. It's really easy. You go into pretty much any thrift store out there and you'll find VHS for anywhere between typically 25 cents to $1. But at this particular thrift store at St. Vincent de Paul, they have them for 10 cents a piece, which allows you a really good profit margin if you find some of the more rare ones that either aren't on DVD or any other format, or are just valuable and profitable and sought after. So one of those that I checked it into the Amazon app and discovered it would be worth like $7-8 after fees and stuff was Rags to Riches. Now you got to figure, you spend 10 cents on this and then you ship it into Amazon in a big box with a bunch of other stuff, and you're spending probably another 50 cents for just for this to send it into Amazon. So even after fees, you can sit on this and let it sit there for like a year and allow them to take, since it's small enough, allow them to take a couple extra bucks potentially of profit just to keep it in their warehouse with their storage fees, and you're still going to make a profit because you only paid 10 cents for it. So that's why I'm looking at these saying there is some potential here. 10 cents and I can make like $5 to $10 off of it. I'll do it. Rags to Riches there. Another one like that was this, The Teddy Bears Christmas Short Time, which I believe does have a DVD or Blu-ray release, but it's like a limited one from Warner Archive or something. The Stone Killer, this one isn't actually worth all that much, but it's like, it was 10 cents and I'd make back like $5, so yeah. Vibes, this one is, it looks factory sealed, but it's not. It's got that really cool Blockbuster Video thing on it, so I dug that. And then I found this book, The Fundamentals of Feng Shui, which after all the fees and whatnot would have come to like $7. Found this at a Goodwill. This was $6 and it would have come out to like $20 since it's brand new and factory sealed. This is actually a book that I had from my college days from the film classes I took. More Than Night, a book about film noir movies, and it sells still for a pretty decent price, like $30-40 or something like that. I think after fees I'm making like 20 something, so not bad. I found this, the Asterix the Gaul. This particular volume goes for like $10 on Amazon, so that's pretty good. I haven't decided whether to send this in, but again, it was 10 cents and it was factory sealed. And it doesn't really go for that much, really, but like $3 to $5 on average. But, you know, there's a possibility to make some money. There's just not much. I don't know whether or not to actually do it. And then I might just put that one on Amazon. Or eBay, I mean. But yeah. Fatal Vision here, this one goes for like... I believe this also has like a DVD or Blu-ray release that's somewhat limited, like a special release or something like that. That costs like 20 bucks. But this particular tape goes for, what, like 20 bucks on Amazon, which would be after paying 10 cents. Even after fees, that's a pretty big payday right there. I still haven't taken the dang tag off, but yeah. Goodwill, I found this wireless repeater, 300 megabit per second wireless repeater, which goes on Amazon for like $30-something, and after fees I'd make, I think it was like $17 to $20, something like that, so not bad. You pay $8 and make back $17. It's not bad, you know. This I found at the dollar store, the Sword of Attila, for $1. And I think it sells for between like $5 and $10, so money to be made. That's the same with all the dollar store books that I found here. Don't be afraid to go into the dollar store and use that Amazon seller app to see if those books are worth something. This was also one of the cases where it was like $5 to $10, and then another one here, $5 to $10. The only problem with these is that because they're at the dollar store and there are so many other people doing what I'm doing, there are like 1,000,000 copies on Amazon now. Some of those I might have to sit on and wait until they sell out, or there aren't as many on Amazon, and then they won't be restricted, and then I can send them in and make some money off of them. But either way, I'm paying so little on them, like $1, that it's like ultimately, with how little I'm spending on these items, between $1 and $3 typically, I'm not exactly breaking the bank in order to make a little bit of extra money here. And it's working. I'm making some extra money. So yeah, that is what I've been doing lately, collecting things to send into Amazon. Oh, I forgot to mention one other thing that I found. I should have mentioned that I completely forgot. Found this at a Goodwill for $6, and goes typically between $20 and $25 on Amazon. I've been trying to sell it on eBay, but I don't think people really go to eBay for board games. And yeah, it's a baseball board game. Pretty weird, but with the season coming up, I'm expecting potentially to sell it. So, yeah. Anyways, with all of that said, this is I'm just trying to give you an idea of what I've been doing here and why I've been doing it and why I think it could be fun. Considering going out to the thrift stores and doing some videos at the thrift stores. Well, I don't know how that would look because I need to use my phone in order to like scan things. But I'm also considering just doing the videos the way I typically do them and showing you the haul that I get for stuff to sell on Amazon and eBay and stuff like that. So, just let me know what you think. If you were at all interested in seeing those kind of videos, if you were at all interested in this particular video and you enjoyed it, then please let me know. Leave a comment below so that I know that this is something that might potentially be something that my viewers would be interested in. So yeah, I don't really want to do videos that people aren't interested in seeing. I would like to do videos that people actually like and want to see. And I know people like my collection updates, which is why I do so many of them. But branching out, I've got to try to branch out and see what works, so that's what I'm doing. Anyways, that'll do it for me. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.